When you hear the name Leonardo da Vinci, the first image that comes to mind is probably the Mona Lisa, a mysterious woman with a faint smile staring at us from across 5 centuries. But if we stop at just that, we miss the true scope of Leonardo's genius. He was not just a painter. He was an inventor, scientist, engineer, anatomist, musician, and visionary. A man whose imagination stretched far beyond his own time. Leonardo was born in 1452 in the small town of Vinci, Italy. From an early age, he showed a fascination with the world around him. Unlike most children, who simply observed, Leonardo wanted to know why. Why does water flow the way it does? How do birds stay in the air? What is hidden beneath the skin of the human body? This relentless curiosity shaped his entire life. While apprenticing in Florence, Leonardo learned painting and sculpture. But soon his notebooks became filled with more than art. They contained designs for flying machines, armored vehicles, submarines, and even a robot knight. Imagine this. Centuries before airplanes, tanks, or artificial intelligence, Leonardo had already envisioned them. One of his most famous sketches is the ornithopter, a flying machine inspired by the wings of birds and bats. It looked like something straight out of a science fiction movie, yet it was drawn in the 1480s. Another invention was a giant crossbow, so large it could fire projectiles the size of tree trunks. Some of his war machines were never built, but military engineers centuries later were astonished by how advanced his concepts were. But Leonardo was not just a dreamer, he was a scientist. He performed dissections of human corpses to understand anatomy at a time when it was considered shocking and even dangerous. He drew incredibly detailed sketches of muscles, bones, and organs, some of which were more accurate than medical textbooks published centuries later. His curiosity also extended to nature. He studied the patterns of water, the rings of trees, the flight of birds, and the movement of planets. His notebooks, filled with thousands of pages of drawings and notes, are like a window into the mind of someone who refused to accept simple answers. And yet, for all his brilliance, Leonardo often left his projects unfinished. He would begin paintings and abandon them, start designs and never complete them. Some see this as a flaw, but others believe it shows his greatest strength. He was never satisfied. He always wanted to learn more, to improve, to explore new ideas. Leonardo da Vinci lived in the 15th and early 16th centuries, but he thought like a man from the 21st. He saw possibilities long before the world was ready for them. That's why he is called the Renaissance man, not just because he lived during the Renaissance, but because he embodied its spirit of limitless curiosity and creativity. Today, Leonardo is remembered not only for the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper, but for his vision of the future. His life reminds us that genius is not about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions and daring to imagine what others cannot yet see.